Всем привет! Продолжаем проходить Хогвартс наследие. Так, поварил я немного зелий. Защитных нормально. Атакующих прикольно. Так, концентрация. Редко пользуюсь, поэтому хрен с ней. Так, массовые заклинания. Громовое зелье. Неплохо. Так, ладно. Что у нас там? Что там? Пам-пам-пам. Блин, давайте, наверное, по побочным пойдем. Да, давайте пока вот на этом остановимся. Так, что там у нас с картой? Карта, куда мне двигать? Карта мира. Я понял, сюда, погнали. Угу, 152 метра, ладненько. Ага, вот как значит. Ага, ну-ка. Ё-моё, я сел на метлу, вашу мать. Теперь я знаю, как то задание сделать на заклинание. Югу. Охереть. Слушайте, круто, мне нравится. Нет, тихо. А как нахрен? Подождите, стоп. Как снизиться? Нет, Ctrl. Твою мать. Так, ладно. Не, тихо, снижаемся. Ё-моё! Резко так переключить скорость полета. Снижение, подъем. Слизь. Ё-моё. Есть. Ёшкин матрю. Мне нравится, кстати. Прикольно. Так, Поппи, где ты там? Говори со мной.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a
Шикарно.
surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
Опа, что случилось? Так.
do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Ну, блин. Ну ладно.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
Так, ладно.
I'll let you know what I find.
Ну хорошо. Так, я не понял нафиг. Все, пока что с этим заданием все. Сову пришлет, наверное. Так, хорошо. Горе и месть. Да, погнали. Так. Так. Ладно, в Хогвартс вроде, да? Да.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Так, ну хорошо, ладно. Подождать, да? Да, ждать.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Ага.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Так, ну-ка расспросим ее. Так.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Так, это, конечно, все замечательно. Но... Дальше-то что? Так. Ладно. Ну-ка, Кагава. Это на поле для квиддича, если не ошибаюсь, нужно идти. Подождите, нет. А куда? Не, там тоже на поле нужно. Так, ладно, какое, что у нас там самое ближайшее? Допустим, блин, поле призывателя. Кстати, можно пройти. Оно все там рядом. Давайте попробуем. Давайте попробуем. Опыт мне нужен. Нужно качаться. Так, поле призывателя. Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка. Давай, говори со мной. Алло?
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Так, ну-ка. Ладно.
Accio!
Ладно, это прямо... Ох ты, нихера себе.
Precisely as planned.
50. Так, сейчас, секунду. Вот оно. Так, твою мать, как это сделать?
Accio.
А, нет.
Such grace. Finesse.
Говно. Так, ладно. Надеюсь, тебе тоже не повезет. А, блин.
Precisely as planned.
Нет, нет, блин.
Such grace. Finesse. Accio!
Ё-моё, офигеть.
Precisely as planned.
Она мне сделала.
Accio.
Such grace. Finesse. Didn't I say I adore competition?
Ну ладно, попробуем еще раз.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Да, давай, давай.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio.
Блин, да что ж такое? Я не отключил заклинание,
Such
твою мать.
grace. Finesse. Accio!
Ладно.
Precisely as planned.
Ни хера не пойму.
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio.
Нет. Блин. О. Ха-ха.
Nice technique.
30. Фу, блин. Лошара. Давай-ка еще разок.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Да.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Нифига себе она. Четкая баба. Так, ну ладно. 20, да? Ладно, у нее 50. А, у меня 30. Так, ладно. Ладно. Сейчас. Сейчас, твою мать. Нет. Все нормально, есть.
Nice technique. Accio!
Нифига себе она офигевшая.
Precisely as planned.
110. Ё-моё, мне надо 50. А, нет, 100. Мне надо 50, и я тогда ее сделаю. Да.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Well, you are good.
Отлично, победил.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Так, ну хорошо, ладно. С этим закончили. Так, далее полетели к полю для квиддича. Так, что там? Так, где-то тут, да? Так, стопы. Не-не-не, где-то ж здесь, вроде. Так, ну-ка. Лопните, ладно, лопнем. Блин, ё-моё, твою мать. Неудобно-то как. Ага. Так, готово. Нужно еще 3, по-моему, да? Так, а где еще? А я больше не вижу. А, вон. Так. А еще. О, вижу. Так, готово. Так, а теперь телепортируемся вот сюда. Блин. Там факела нет. Ладно, придется отсюда.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Ну ладно, погнали. Так, наверное, все-таки нужно ближе к тропинкам. А, не, стоп, будет норм. А, да-да-да, вон эти сраные шарики, мать их. Бэм. Так, выше. Бэм. Тикс. 3. 4-й, вижу 4-й. Так, 5-й пока не вижу. А где 5-й? А, вон он, родимый. Воу, нет, нет, тихо. Я тебя так и так лопну, собака. Отлично. Так, и теперь я вижу здесь страницу и продавца. Так, значит, продавец. Дайте пройти. А, я не могу зайти, странно. Ладно. Страницу-то я по-любому найду. Так, где она?
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so. Come on, man. What's it got?
Вижу.
It's a...
Ну, хорошо. Двигаем к мадам Кагаве. Это у нас, по-моему, на поле, да? Нет. Хренушки, это в Хогвартсе. Это в Хогвартсе, и это у нас вот туточки. Ладно, пойдем. Ну, ладненько.
did you get on with those tasks?
Ух ты, прикольно. А я даже не знал, что здесь кабинет есть. А ну-ка. О, записулечка. Ну хорошо, ладно. О, сундучочек у тебя тоже есть. Грабанем. 44 галеона, нормально.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Ну, на самом деле, я бы так не сказал, но ладно, ответ у нас один, да.
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
А нахрен он нужен? Что-то морозить всех, да, вроде?
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Ну ладно. Так. Да, это, короче, морозить. Ладно, ладно. А куда запихнуть-то это все дело? Ну ладно, третья вкладка.
There you go. Catching them quick.
Бэм. Прикольно. Ой, кошмар. Жуть. Так, ну хорошо. Дальше что у нас? Что у нас дальше по игре? Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Вот можно, в принципе... Да. Это нахрен где вообще? Карта мира? Это хрен знает где. Нифига себе, куда забралась. Ё-моё, нихера себе. Нихера себе, вы чё гоните? Охереть. Ладно. Ну, а ближайший какой? Вот этот. Ну ладно, попробуем. Лететь, видимо, долго придется. Ну ладно. По крайней мере, это быстрее, чем пешком. Там, по-моему, третий апгрейд будет, да, уже для метлы? По-моему, третий. Если мы сейчас ее гоним по определенной трассе. Блин, это будет сложновато. Ну ладно.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I most included.
Так, главное вы не можете Вот ты, ёб мою твою мать. И чё, и как мне быть? Извините, простите. Ладно, попробуем так. Ничего не понял. Вот, тихо, тихо.
Accio.
Ни хера не понял, а как мне туда попасть? То есть есть какой-то обходняк, да? Ну ладно, давайте попробуем. Нихера себе тролли ходят. Твою мать. Нет, не получится. Во-во-во, что-то типа того, да? Пипец, походу, да. Нужно сюда. Так, в любом случае мы с вами... Ух ты, очки. Вашу мать. О. Так. Факел, давай.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revenue.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Bombard.
Так, дайте пройти. Что это такое?
Revenue.
Такс. Сейчас в сундуке пороемся. Чё там, блин? Фигня. Ну ладно. Идем дальше.
Revenue.
Блин, такие трущобы, что это за херня? Интересно.
What's that? Who's there? Well, something better.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Так. Ну хорошо. Так, стоп. Ух ты ж, ё-моё.
Dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Поймайте, как действовать.
Hello? Submit to us.
Petrificus totalis.
Воу.
What an unfortunate...
Protego.
An utterly pitiful display.
Confringo. Bombarda.
You won't get away with that.
Ух ты ж.
Now, that's the student who will be
Revelio.
Так, погнали, страничку вижу, отлично.
What are you up to now?
Так, то есть отсюда мы, в принципе, можем полететь, да, я надеюсь? О, да. А, тихо, подождите. Полететь. А дайте-ка я факел зажгу сперва. Полететь. А где он нахрен есть? А, вон внизу, наверное, где-то, да? Блин, где факел-то? Твою мать. Ну ладно, один горит и нормально. Так, короче. Готово. О, блин, бандюги.
Man becomes. We all have our paths carved. Mine's Robin.
Интересное место. Блин, круто. Но понимаете как, здесь, конечно, изучать и изучать. Мы охренеем все это дело изучать. Так, шарики-то я полопаю, ладно. Не знаю зачем особо. Ну ладно, полопаю, раз уж они здесь. Бэм. Я думаю, что мне нужно будет их хлопать на трассе на этой. Сейчас же наверняка летать придется. Соревнования, все такое. Так, вон еще шарики. Так, чуть-чуть осталось. Да, далеко она, конечно, забралась, охереть.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here.
Ага, Гриффиндор, блин. Твою мать. Охереть, блин. В такую глушь ты забралась. Пипец. Хрен доберешься.
You'll not beat me.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
Так, ладно, как это?
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. That wasn't too difficult. Excellent. This is going well. Ho, ho! That wasn't too difficult. Brilliant. Wasn't hoping for that. Not to worry. I'm ready. Brilliant. This is going well. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Now that's more like it. That wasn't too difficult. Now that's more like it. This is going well. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. This is rather fun. That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your
Да
heels in no
ладно.
time.
Чё, сделал, что
My
ли?
family's not going to believe the news when I
Вот
tell
это
them.
поворот.
They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the holy-head harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pot me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Ха-ха-ха, смешно.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
Да, ну лучше не стоит, ну нафиг,
Do you
полетать
get your
еще.
competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, He was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
Ну ладно, понятно, было
It's
весело.
been fun
Ага.
competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor. You
Жуть.
take care of yourself.
Вернитесь к Алби. Это же у нас в Хоксмиде, да? Чувак с метлами. Блин, идти не идти. Интересный, конечно, квест, но я думаю подзабить пока что. Блин, интересная долина. Столько всякого можно изучить. Охренеть. Так, ладно, что там? Хоксмит. Так, ладно. Подождите-ка, стоп. Да, мне туда. А что мне не показывает на карте, что мне туда? Интересно. Ладно. Сюда.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
How's my favourite test flyer?
Так, ну что, давай, апгрейд мне.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
Обалденно.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades, proved the naysayers wrong, made all the hard work worth it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Кстати, мужик, ты мне давай что-нибудь купи у меня, потому что мне нужно все это говно продать, чтобы освободить место в инвентаре. Так, стопы. Блин, ну, наверное, раз они хуже, они не нужны же, правильно? Так, а эти вещи мы должны опознать.
Thanks for stopping by.
Так, инвентарь. Ладно, опознаем чуть позже. Так, что у нас там дальше? Задание. Ё-моё, не хочу. Я уже хочу по сюжетке идти. Погнали. Сюжетка — это хорошо, сюжетка — это замечательно. Опаньки.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Так, ну хорошо. Что там? Так. О, квест какой-то есть. Возможно, чуть позже, не знаю. Посмотрим. Что-то как-то нафиг я не понял. Что-то как-то охеренно далеко идти. Блин, может сюда? Башня Когтервана? Может поближе будет? Ну, что там? 153 метра. Ну, блин, я и не сомневался. О, твою мать. Чё за херь? Это вообще где? Ну-ка. Зал картографии. А, подождите, зал картографии. Что я туплю-то, ё-моё? Правильно ж сюда? Надеюсь. О, невероятно.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good.
Да.
I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Охереть. Вломиться в кабинет директора. Чё, нормально.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office?
Профессор Фиг, я понял. Ну-ка, сейчас журнал заданий, давайте. Задание появляйся, мать твою, не? Ну-ка, ладно. Профессор Фиг. Чё. Ну, это странно, ладно. Хотя вроде к профессору надо было, Фигу. Так, ну хорошо. Значит... А, нет, это все-таки к профессору Фигу. Так. Вот, отлично.
Revelio. Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Ни хрена круто. Я буду, блин, директором, мать его.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Ха-ха, круто. Так, стоп. Значит, куда мне? Мадам Кагава. Кагава, мать твою. Блин, нихера ты где находишься? А, то есть мне пешком надо идти. Нифига себе. Хитрожопно. Ладно, окей, погнали. Наверное, все сейчас будут типа, о, директор, директор. Ё-моё. Все, я царь. Так, короче, сейчас буду строить всех. Так, сюда. Так, чё, блин? Больше троих не собираться.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Блин.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Кошмар какой.
To determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Так, ладно.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Сейчас наверняка кто-нибудь еще, блин, на пути попадется. Стопудово.
Now move along.
I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah, that's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Ха-ха-ха-ха, прикольно. Я директор, бля. Директор, вашу мать. Я царь. Все.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Какой вредный, короче, вообще пипец.
Something is very wrong with Professor.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment.
Professor.
О, какова? Здрасте.
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Прикольно, блин.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
О, я этот факел открыл, прикольно. Ух ты, что он делает? Нихера себе, блин, что творится? Слэш, я директор. Ты какого хрена делаешь? Слезай нахрен. Блин, палочкой. Палочкой бы тебя, блин, ткнуть. Ни хрена нету. Так. Сюда. Так. Угу.
Anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Так, ладно.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
Ну, блин.
I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Так.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Ха-ха.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Где этот засранец одноухий?
Scrope's as hard a worker
О,
as
вот
any
он.
house elf.
Здоров. Ну-ка давай, говори со мной.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Твою мать, а чё?
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
Твою мать, ладно, вот так.
Pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Охренеть. Пиу, и исчез. А это что за книга? О, твою мать. Быстрей. Куда? 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 Вашу мать. Давай. Так. А, стоп. Может, есть... А есть этот... А, нет. Нет, нормально, идем. Так. Ага.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Так, гаргулья. Ладно, а где она? Гидея она. Гидея. Так. 260 экспо, неплохо. А, еще не появился квест? Ну-ка. Сейчас. А где гаргулья-то? Ничего не понял. А, вот появился квест. Так, гаргулья, вашу мать. Ладно. Надеюсь, я близко. Так, ну хорошо.
Handy resource
Идем.
indeed, your field guide.
Охереть, блин. Ну ладно, придется идти пешком. Кстати, а какого хрена у меня сбилось все? Вроде все. А, нет. Только вот эта шмотка, ну-ка. Где там супер крутой? Крутая мантия. Так. Все, валим. Так.
Revelio.
Блин, где этот директор заныкался? Охренеть не встать. В такую жопу, блин. Тихо. О, страничка.
Revelio.
Кстати говоря, сундучок. А тебя-то я и не приметил. О, еще. Круто. О, уровень повышен.
Revelio.
Так, где-то, короче, есть еще страница. Или типа того. Но точно не здесь. Так. О, а я, по-моему, вообще здесь не был. О, нифига. Нихера себе, что произошло. Круто. Отлично. Так, далее. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Где-то здесь звенит чертова страница. Где-то вот прям... Где-то прям нафиг здесь. Или выше. Выше, мне кажется, определенно выше. Так, сундук, что ли? Да, какой-то сундук. Как туда попасть? Блин, замок, 3-й уровень. Нет, у меня уровень 1 пока. Тоже, это 2-й. Пипец, директор, конечно, забрался. Охренеть, как высоко.
Revelio.
Зеркало, кстати говоря. О.
The gargle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Трудно представить, что кто-то решит навестить. Забавно. Не любит этого директора, блин. Плохо, конечно, что у него такая хреновая репутация. Так.
Lumos.
Люмос. Короче, это где-то нахрен деревянные балки. Похоже на пентаграмму немного. Так, деревянные балки. А ну-ка. Это что за херня? Круто. Что такое? Какой-то ключ нужен. Ни хера себе. Что-то серьезное. Так, деревянные балки. Тихо. Деревянные балки. Ну ладно. Потом найдем. А сейчас пока что пойдем по сюжетному квесту. Ну-ка, шепнем пароль гаргульи.
Toujours pure.
Да, охренеть.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
А, забавно. Многие щемят. Так, еще страница.
Revelio.
Блин, много всяких вкусняшек там. Надо будет выяснить, как туда попасть. Замок уровень 2. О, так. Рукоятка для волшебной палочки.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Нихера себе. Обалдеть. Так, ну что, третье испытание, да? Вроде бы. Ладно, будет интересно, мне кажется. Мне кажется, будет прикольно.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Мантия. Ладно, наверное, нам сюда. Круто, блин, я нарисованный.
Place as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Ни хрена. Ого. Жесть. Круто. Мои противники смерть. Так. А, я то есть даже... Да ну, а я думал сразиться с ними. Так, давай, давай, давай. Так, потихонечку, потихонечку. Ого.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Ой.
I need to time this just right.
Охренеть. Тихо.
I see a staircase straight ahead.
Давай, смерть, уходи нахрен. О, так. Жуткий книжный мир. Ой, блин. Жутко. Очень жутко. Чё это нахрен за книжка такая?
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Так, то есть я должен, по идее, по крыше пролезть, да? Или как? Ага, ладно, ясно. А вы посмотрите на карту, их херово тонна там. Обалдеть.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Вашу мать. Кошмар. Попробуйте еще раз. Давайте. Я надеюсь, там чекпоинт какой-нибудь есть рядом.
This is my chance. Come and leave. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go.
No,
I need to find a way past them.
Так, ну конечно. Ой, блин, смерть. Жуткая книжка.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Тихо. Твою мать.
That door closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Revelio.
А, здесь я тоже могу что-нибудь искать, да? Круто. Ой.
Now's my chance.
Готово. Так, так, так. Интересно, мы гаситься будем со смертью? Мне кажется, было бы прикольно.
That's the way forward.
Так, здесь я вроде в безопасности, да? Ну-ка. А, мантия-невидимка? Да, шикус.
I think I'm invisible.
Дары смерти, блин. Так, ладно. Окей. Да, мне придется пробираться сквозь вот этих чувачков. А они меня прям не видят, да?
They can't see me at all.
Нихера себе. Круто. Скрывает присутствие полностью, вашу мать. Давай быстро, быстро, блин.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
А, стоп. Я здесь хожу, типа. Ладно.
But have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Так, не могу спрятаться. Ладно.
Do not squander its extraordinary power.
А, то есть я так пил и появилось все, да? Нахрен. Так, стоп.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Охренеть. Так, стоп. Нихера себе. То есть вот это только нужные заклинания, да? Бомбарда, оттолкнуть. Прижать к земле. Ух ты, мать твою за ногу. И отцарапать. То есть больше нельзя, насколько я понимаю. Интересно. Но я надеюсь, это только нужные заклинания. Так, ладно, я готов, ладно. Нате, вот так вот, сука такая. Так, значит, X. Так. О, нихера себе. Просто в дерьмо их вогнал. Хо-хо-хо. О, да, экшен, экшен. Воу, тихо.
Descender. Defender. Stupid. Stupid. Depulso. Bombarder. Descender.
Ладно, а если я просто пробегу? Нет, хрен, надо, короче, их убить.
Depulso. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Depulso. Descender. Predator. Stupefy. Bombarder. Depulso.
Суки. Так, ладно. Ничего полезного вроде бы здесь нет. Хорошо, ладно. Идем дальше. О, что-то все-таки есть. Что это такое? О, зелья. Зелья. Так, хорошо. А, слушайте, здесь заклинание не работает, оно не обнаруживает, мне кажется, ни хрена. Так, сейчас будет экшен, я уверен. Экшен. Экшен, да. Жесть. Вау! Тихо, тихо, надо понять, подождите. Вау! Твою мать!
Bombarder. Depulso. Descender. Depulso. Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder. Descender. Depulso. Bombarder. Depulso.
Сука такая.
Defender.
Так, что там, мразь?
Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder.
Ага, то есть зелье выжать я не смогу. Супер.
Bombarda. Defender. Depulso. Descender.
Так, что, исчез? Смерть исчез. Или исчезла? Ё-моё. Но мне кажется, все равно в любом случае я сейчас пересекусь с этой фигней здоровой. Есть какое-то у меня такое ощущение, что все-таки нам придется ее загасить. Но задание прикольное, мне нравится. Испытание. Третье.
Stone. This must be for me.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Так, а зелий здесь нет больше? У меня их, конечно, много. Сколько у меня там? Ну много, короче. Ну, штука 18-то есть, да?
Yes, sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
Ой. Привет.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Ладно, идем за ней.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Ух ты, круто. Красиво и
Remember
стрёмно.
that as you witness my memory.
А, умут памяти. Шикарно. Ну я пойду тогда посмотрю, что там. А ты пока постой. И ничего не делай. У тебя нафиг.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands, it
saw
can...
what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Так, короче, у нас по ходу рождения Волан-де-Морта в женском варианте. Интересно. Так, зал картографии, ладненько. Так, мы вернулись. Ну хорошо, давайте посмотрим, что нам там скажут учителя, преподы. Ну-ка. Ух ты, а вы кто такие?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Ну ладно, без проблем.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Ха-ха, бухали вместе, прикольно, нормально. Круто отвлек. Так, ну чё, какое следующее задание? Давайте. Так, задание завершено. Отлично. 260 опыта. Ну, а следующее какое? Ну, пока не появилось, видимо. Так. Походу, надо будет по этой задаче пойти. Но сперва мы с вами, знаете, что сделаем? Мы сделаем так. Выручай комната. Я хочу все-таки, распознать предметы, которые нашел. Возможно, они круче. Кроме того, нужно собрать урожай в огороде и нужно навестить животных. Огород, грядки. Так, собрать. Так, нет. Собрать. Так. Ну ладно. Животные. Так, что там? Так. Почесать, покормить. О, идут сами, прикольно. Так, держи. Тоже держи. Так. Так, где-то еще там дофига всяких. Вот ты, допустим. Так, на тебе поесть. Тебе тоже поесть. Так, тебе тоже похавать. Так, иди сюда. Куда ты нафиг ушла? Жар птица, блин. Отстоять, мать твою. Так, ну... Да, где еще? Кто-нибудь? Так, наверняка не всех обработали. Вон там два чувачка прыгают. Так, ты чё? Ты нормально все? Это с тобой все хорошо, с тобой тоже. А тебе пожрать надо бы, да. Держи. Так, птица норм. Так, слушайте, вроде всех, да, накормил, кого хотел. И кого не хотел. Хм. Да, все. Следующий вольер. Погнали. Так, следующий у нас здесь. Давай. Так, гипогрифы. Фесталы. Лягухи. Так. Держи. Держи. Так, лягуха, держи. Так. Вкусняшки ты тоже держи. А где Пушистик? Куда он свалил? Где-то там пушистая хреновина ползала. А, вот ты где. Ну-ка иди сюда. Пожрать тебе. Все отлично. Так, вроде со всех все собрал. И единственное, там еще есть вольер с фесталом. С семейкой фесталов. Так, ну хорошо.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Где они? А, вот. вкусняхи. Так, карапузу тоже вкусняхи. Так, а где еще... О! Слушай, а про тебя-то я и забыл. А, еще там кто-то бродит. Блин, я про вас вообще забыл, ребят. Я думал, здесь только фисталы. Но ты точишь долго, конечно. Ё-моё. Так, отлично. О! Держи. Так, ну-ка, крот. Синий крот. Иди сюда. Держи. Слушай, ты заглючил, чувак. Я не могу на тебе щетку поюзать. Ну ладно. Так, ладно, все вроде накормлены, напоены, обласканы. Все, валим. Так, распознаем шмотки. Они есть. Парочка, по-моему. А, даже троечка, нифига себе. Ладно, перчим мы оденем. И зачаруем сразу. Сразу зачаруем. Перчаточки. Так, отлично. Так, какие у нас есть заклинания? Выжигание, взрыв. Отлично. Так, а теперь посмотрим характеристики. А, нет, стоп. Да, вот так. Зачаруем. Беру вупера. Блин, оно везде нужно, а я не знаю, кто это такой. Ну да ладно. Так, а чё? Вроде все, да? Так, ладно, дамы и господа, давайте пока что на этом закончим и продолжим в следующей серии. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.